Welcome to Animal DNA, our extraordinary expedition through the animal kingdom. We'll explore the unique traits and characteristics of animals of all kinds, how species relate to one another, and ways in which they survive and thrive in their diverse environments around the planet. And so our journey begins. Today we'll explore the wide variety of dogs, wolves, foxes, coyotes, and more, and learn about their many similarities and differences. In 2012, paleontologists from the Royal Belgian Institute of Natural Sciences found the remains of a dog dating back more than 30,000 years, a revolution for science. A Paleolithic dog, similar to the breed of dog we know today as the Siberian Husky. Several DNA studies were carried out to determine the origin of the dog and concluded that dogs and wolves belong to the same species. For this reason, the scientific name of the dog was changed from Canis familiaris to Canis lupus familiaris because it is a variant that comes from the wolf, in Latin, lupus. The Canidae is a family of mammals of the order Carnivora, i.e. carnivorous, meat-eating animals. Prehistoric dogs only ate meat from oxen and horses. Today's domestic dogs, even if they eat processed food, are still carnivores. And like wolves, they hide bones and food underground if they feel the need to store it for later. The Canidae family consists of wolves, dogs, and foxes, as well as jackals, coyotes, and dingoes. Let's start with dogs and wolves. Dogs are different from wolves in that they can be domesticated, adapt to human life, and even mimic their habits. Wolves are not tameable, or at least not currently, though there are theories that dogs are descended from orphaned wolves that were rescued and raised by humans when they were just puppies. Both howl and bark, although wolves bark less. Both wolves and dogs are social beings and need to relate to a group, either of the same species or, in the case of domestic dogs, to other animals and humans. Both species have adapted vision to darkness, as well as a highly developed sense of smell and hearing. Smell is the most sophisticated of all their senses. Canids have a much better sense of smell than humans, and even better than felines. They use their noses to identify their environment, which is why they are often seen sniffing the air and around the ground. In terms of body language, dogs and wolves share characteristics such as the position in which they place their ears, eyes, and tails. They use their whole bodies to communicate. Wolves generally flee and distrust humans, but if necessary, can be aggressive. Because of limited interaction in the wild, they're usually wary of people. Wolves are more robust and muscular than dogs. Their large, heavy heads carry strong jaws. The wolf's mouth is more prominent than that of the dog. Wolves have a wider and more elongated muzzle, unlike many dog breeds which have short muzzles, such as the Pekingese. Dogs and wolves often pant because this reduces their body heat. When saliva evaporates from the tongue and mouth, this helps them to keep cool. The wolves have the sharpest teeth. A growling dog will scare away anyone who wants to enter their human's home without permission. The wolf's tail hangs down when at rest, while a dog may keep its tail high and curled over its back, while wagging from side to side to show joy and excitement. Wolves generally grow to be about the same size once they are adults, between 65 and 175 pounds, and a height between 30 and 35 inches. While dogs can be very small and weigh less than 5 pounds, like the Chihuahua, miniature Pinscher, or they can be massive and exceed 170 pounds, like Great Danes and Neapolitan Mastiffs. Dogs' coats vary as well, from long, soft fur to more wiry, curly fur. They can have small, triangular ears, like the West Highland White Terrier, or long, hanging ears, like the Cocker Spaniel and King Charles Cavalier. Wolves, on the other hand, always have erect ears as adults. Dogs come in many colors, like the Irish Setters, Labradors, Yorkies, Golden Retrievers, French Bulldogs. Akitas and Chow Chows stand out for their distinctive blue tongues. The wolf has a shorter coat and, in general, a simpler variety of colors. The variety of dog breeds is immense. The World Canine Organization estimates that there are about 350 breeds of dog on our planet. Wolves are divided into just 32 subspecies. Wolves are not mature enough to reproduce until they reach 2 years of age, while the dog obtains its reproductive capacity earlier, even before its first birthday. The dog can reproduce twice a year, unlike the wolf's reproductive stage, which occurs only once a year during the months of January to April. They have the same gestation period, and both wolf and dog pups are born blind. Both have the ability to communicate with other animals through olfactory signals. Tail or body postures are mechanisms for transmitting information. Dogs are found on all continents except the Antarctic and regions very close to the northern Arctic. They have diversified by their adaptation to various environments, lifestyles, and diets. Wolves live in most of Eurasia, except the British Isles. They also live in Canada, Alaska, and the northwestern United States. We'll be right back with more Animal DNA. Animal DNA is back. Let's see if you can answer this trivia question. What adaptation do wolves have to make it easier for them to walk on snow? A. Lightweight bones to stop them from sinking. B. Broad paws to spread their weight evenly. C. None. They avoid heavily snowed areas. D. They run so fast across the snow that they don't sink. The correct answer is B. Broad paws to spread their weight evenly. Wolves have enormous feet compared to a dog's, and their two front middle toes are much longer than their side toes. These broad feet help wolves to distribute their weight evenly on snowy surfaces. Now, let's explore some differences between wolves, foxes, and coyotes. Though similar at first glance, size and build are key to distinguishing these canids. Let's look more closely at these three subspecies. The coyote, the red fox, and the gray wolf. Coyotes are smaller than wolves. These mammals weigh between 20 and 50 pounds. They measure between 31 and 37 inches to the tail. which itself is nearly 16 inches long. In addition, they reach between 22 and 26 inches in height. Foxes are the smallest of all, with a size slightly larger than a domestic cat. They weigh between 6 to 22 pounds. Their body is between 17 and 34 inches long, and the tail ranges from 11 to 22 inches. Their height is around 15 inches. Foxes are more distant relatives from wolves and coyotes, so they have an easily distinguishable appearance. Foxes generally have long, dense, brown to deep orange coats. Their legs and ears are black. The tail tip, lower body, and face are white. They also have shorter legs. The tail is long in relation to the body and thicker due to its thick fur. The coyote has large ears and a thin, long, and pointed snout. Its coat is short, dull, and less dense, in shades of brown, orange, and gray. As we learned, wolves are social animals, living in packs under a hierarchy system. Coyotes, on the other hand, are solitary animals, though they can sometimes form groups. Foxes are generally solitary as well, or live in pairs, since they are monogamous, meaning they choose one partner. Wolves organize in packs to catch prey that they cannot kill separately, and that will feed all members of the clan. They are carnivores, meat eaters, and usually hunt deer, wild boar, and elk. Foxes are omnivores, consuming small prey such as rodents, birds, reptiles, and invertebrates. Vegetables may be part of their diet, including fruits and tubers. Coyotes are carnivores as well, and feed on any small or medium-sized animal such as birds, mammals, reptiles, insects. They're also consumers of carrion, meaning animals which are already dead. Coyotes can be found in parts of Central America and have spread throughout North America, except for the coldest parts of Canada. Foxes are distributed throughout Eurasia, some parts of northern Canada, the United States, and Australia. We'll be right back with more Animal DNA. Animal DNA is back. Let's see if you can answer this trivia question. How many species of fox exist? A, 2. B, between 6 and 8. C, more than 12. D, 4. The answer is C, more than 12. The Arctic fox, fennec, pale, Blandford's, Cape, Corsac, Tibetan, sandfox, kit, Rupels, Bengal, switch fox, and the popular red fox, to name a few. We all know the old saying that dogs are man's best friend, and dogs are valued members of many human families. According to various statistics, 1 in 3 households around the world has a dog as a family member. A symbol of loyalty and unconditional love, dogs are part of our global culture. Dogs have been part of our lives for centuries, roughly 12,000 years. Some are trained to hunt, or to run long distances. Others are trained to help blind people travel, to rescue people who are hurt or trapped, to sniff out traces of various lost or nefarious items. They are also trained for emotional support in the way they might help their owners overcome psychological issues, such as phobias, anxiety, or depression. Our domestic dogs are only one of 40 species of canids. We learned that the dog family also includes wolves and foxes. Well, there are wild dogs, such as dingoes, a subspecies of wolf from Australia, as well. All of our domestic dogs, regardless of breed, are a subspecies of the wolf. In some species, such as the German Shepherd or the Siberian Husky, the resemblance is so clear that it is difficult to tell which is the wolf and which is the dog. Through evolution, the wolf passed on to the dog its noblest trait, loyalty. Wolves are loyal and devoted to their packs. They defend their families with their lives. Dogs have human families to whom they are loyal and devoted, and they respect the human leader of the pack. Let's take a look at some of the characteristics of some of the most beloved and famous dogs. Alaskan Huskies, which are similar to Siberian Huskies, are often known to be sled dogs. They're trained to run in teams of up to 14 dogs, and they travel long distances at about 10 miles per hour. To keep up their energy, they eat thousands of calories each day. Great Danes were developed in Germany in the 17th and 18th centuries to hunt wild boar, a species of wild pig. The Newfoundland dog can reach about 120 pounds. Because of their sweet temperament, they have been called gentle giants and nature's nanny, and have been valued for their protective nature around children. Just like the English sheepdog, the Bernese mountain dog, and the adorable Saint Bernard. They do not make good watchdogs. They're generally just too loving to be aggressive. In terms of watchdogs, there are few more suited for the task than the German Shepherd. This strong, intelligent, brave, hard-working, loyal, and beautiful dog was bred as a herding dog. Over time, they replaced their carnivorous instincts with a sense of purpose in protecting the animals they are responsible for. A great relief to a herd of sheep and a great nuisance to the wolves. This breed of dog has worked on farms, police squads, rescue teams, and served as guides for the handicapped and even the Red Cross in World War I. The Beagle is a prime example of a hound dog. It was bred to track hares in Britain and France, and later became very popular in the United States and Canada for hunting cottontail rabbits. In general, dogs are believed to be quite intelligent animals. The Intelligence of Dogs, a book published in 1994 by psychologist Stanley Coren, discusses the fundamentals of measuring canine intelligence. Instinctive intelligence. The dog's ability to perform the tasks for which it is bred, such as herding, pointing prey, fetching, guarding, or providing companionship. Adaptive intelligence. The dog's ability to solve problems on its own. Working intelligence and obedience. The dog's ability to learn from its human companions. And with that, our journey has come to an end. See you next time on Animal DNA, where we humans decode all the secrets of our friends in the animal kingdom in order to learn more about them and a little bit more about ourselves, too.